So hello guys, my name is Manish and you are welcome back to our channel Genius Prep. So in this video we are going to talk about the algebraic equations and algebra. Okay, so in our first video we talk about the linear equation and exponent and roots. If you haven't watched that video, you can click on the links and you can find that video in our playlist. So in this video we are going to talk about the quadratic equation, sequences and functions. Okay guys, so let's get started with this topic. Okay guys, so when you talk about the quadratic equation, what does it mean? Okay, so like in algebra we have discussed, in algebra means we have to find the value of variables. Okay, so algebra we can divide in two parts. One is the linear equations and second is the quadratic equation. In linear equation we know the variable and the value of variable will be a one solution. But when I talk about the quadratic equation, this may have or this will have two solutions for the variable. Why? Because now we will have exponent of 2 in our equation. So like you see, this is a ax square plus bx plus c. This is a very basic form of quadratic equation. In this we have to find the value of x. Here a, b and c are the constant. Okay, so now this is what we are talking about here, the quadratic equation. In linear equation, we know when we were talking we had only one solution, that x is equal to 4, x equal to 5, whatever it is. Okay, but here when we're dealing with x square, okay, then we will have two solution for x. Okay, x is just a variable, it can be any like b, c, whatever you want. Okay, so let's see how we solve this kind of equation. Okay, so this is a very basic equation like ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, and here a, b and c are constant and x is the variable of which we have to find the value. Okay, so when we have this kind of question, there are two ways to solve this. First, we factorize this in form of like x plus something and get the value of x. Or another way is we can use this formula, which seems pretty simple. If you do not have if you are good to learn the formulas, we can directly use this formula. What this formula says, when you have quadratic equation in this form, the value of x will be minus b is this value, plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so this is a very basic formula and you can use this formula to find the value of x. Okay, so let's get started with the very first example. So what if our example says x square plus 7x plus 5 is equal to minus 7, and we have to find the value of x. Okay, so here we can use a formula which we solved above only if we have the equation in this form, means one side should be 0. So currently you see that we have minus 7 in this side, so we need to make this we have to make sure that it is 0. So what we'll do, we solve this equation, 7 square x square plus 7x plus 5, we do addition of 7 in both sides, so this side becomes 0. So we have final equation x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now we will use that formula. The value of x will be minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Here b will be 7, a will be 1, c will be 12. Okay, so now we'll put this value, b is minus 7 plus minus root of b square is 7 square minus 4 a c 12 and divide by 2a. A is 1. Okay, and now you further solve this equation. So okay, here we are lacking something. Okay, so now minus 7 plus minus root of, we see this 49 minus 48 divided by 2. Again we solve this, so it's minus 7 plus minus 1 divided by 2. So because you know in this quadratic equation we have two values because we are removing this root, so first we will consider positive. So x is equal to minus 7 plus 1 divided by 2 is minus 6 minus 3, and when we are considering the negative, then x is equal to minus 7 minus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 4. Okay, so now we got the answer. The x will be minus 3 and minus 4. Okay, I hope you get the answer, get the idea how to solve this kind of equation. Okay guys, here's the second question. In this, what we need to do, we need to expand the expression like x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 5. So what we do in this kind of question, first whenever you have to expand this, so first we take the first expression, multiply this expression with this, and then take second expression, multiply this with this and this. Okay, it's a very simple multiplication. Only thing you need to know, you just need to know the sign of the integers. Okay, so for or integer of the factor. Okay, so first x multiplied by x is x square, x multiplied by 5 minus 5. Okay, so this will be minus 5x. Okay, then plus 3 multiplied by x, so this will be plus 3x, then plus 3 multiplied by minus 5, this will become minus 15. So this will be the equation. So x square minus 2x minus 15 is the the another form of this equation. Okay, so that's very simple. It's just I explaining you this. Also, you may see this kind of form of this kind of question in the exam, so you know what we need to do. Okay, so now as we talk about the quadratic equation, so basically in the exams you will see these three different forms mainly. Okay, this you can say that these are the formulas of this quadratic equation, or you can say this is one kind of form. So when you have given form like x plus y and x minus y, you can directly write it down x square minus y square. Or when you have given x square minus y square, you can say x plus y and x minus y. Similar way, when x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square, or x minus y square, or x minus y is equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy. So I would say just remember this formula, because you are going to use this formula or this property of the quadratic equation in the questions. Okay, so let's take an example so you will get how we are going to use the property of this question in our property of this quadratic equation in the questions. Okay, so first what it says, if x square minus y square is 12 and x plus y is equal to 4, then what is the value of x? Okay, so you see this is the first kind of form. So you can say x square minus y square is kind of x plus y, and x minus y, you can write it down this like this, yes, is equal to 12. Here it says x plus y is equal to 4, and we have x plus y expression, so we write down 4, and x minus y is equal to 12. So x minus y is equal to 3, right? Okay, so now we have equation 1 x plus y, we have equation 1 x plus y is equal to 4. These are equation number 1. X minus y is equation number 2. So what we do, add x equation 1 plus 2. So when you add these, we get 2x. Here we have plus y, here we have minus y, so it becomes, it cancel out, is equal to 4 plus 3, which is 7. Then the value of x is 7 by 2. Okay, I hope you get the answer. Okay, cool. Some question. Now we are solving the question which we see in the GRE format. Okay, so here we have given, this is a quantitative comparison question in which we have to find out which options are correct based on the equation. So what it says x plus y is equal to 9, x minus y is equal to 5. Okay, so quantity A is this and quantity B is this. So we need to see whether quantity A is bigger, B is bigger, or both are equal, or we cannot find out. Okay, so for that what we need to do, we need to find the value of x and y. So x plus y is equal to 9 and x minus y is equal to 5. If we add these both equation, like number 1 plus 2, what we get 2x, because if you are adding, we don't change the sign. So minus y plus y, it becomes 0 is equal to 14. Then x is equal to 7. Okay, so we get the value of x 7. Now if we put this value again back into this equation, so we get the value of y. 7 plus y is equal to 9, right? Then y will be 2. So now we know the value of x and y. Okay, so what we do now, we have equation x square minus y square. So x square is 7 square minus y square is 2 square, which is 49 minus 4, right, which is equal to 45. So the quantity A value is 45. And what is quantity B? Quantity B says y square. Y square is 4 square minus, sorry, y square is 2 square, that is 4, and 7 square minus 49. So what we get? Minus 45. So this value of quantity B is minus 45. So now we get the value 45 and minus 45. So obviously which value is bigger? Quantity A is bigger. So option A is the right answer. Okay guys, so you have seen we have solved the quadratic equation which we have directly given the equation, but in exam you will not see questions like this. You may see or you may not see. What will happen in exam, you will given a question with some words, and they will say that we have changing the variables by some number or by some times, and what will be the final value. Okay, so that's what we are going to do here, and we are going to take an example. So what kind of a question you can expect in exam? So the question says the formula for a volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is a basic formula, and we should all know about this formula. We should remember, if the radius of a sphere is double, okay, so you see, so the volume of the resulting sphere will be how many times of the volume of the original sphere. Okay, so the volume of this sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here we see that 4 by 3 is constant, pi is constant, only variable is r. Okay, and what we are doing, we are making this is r1. So r1 is r and r2 is 2 times of r. So we are, this will not make any difference, so we can keep the same. Okay, r1 cube is 2r cube, and then it will come 8 and the same value. Okay, so the new volume will be 8 times of v1. So this will be the 8. I hope you understand. I just not focusing more on the constant because it will not make any difference, well, because we are changing only the variable. Okay, so this kind of question you will see in the exams. So now after this we have functions. What is function? Function is nothing. It is the same a quadratic equation or linear equation. Only thing is, now we are giving some name to that equation. So we are saying 3x plus 5 is a function of x. Okay, function of fx doesn't mean that we are multiplying x with f with x. It means this equation has variable x, and we have to find the value of x. It can say this is output. Okay, so like suppose the fx is equal to 3x plus 5. Okay, if we say f4 is equal to, what we will do, 3 will put, instead of x we'll put the 4 plus 5. That's it. So what is the value for, what is the function of 4 with this equation will be 12 plus 5, this becomes 17. Okay, so function is, the function says what is the variable in the equation and the output of what in what form we should get the answer. Okay, so let's take an example here. Okay, I gave you the basic idea, and now we are taking the example. Okay, so it says for all positive numbers x, the function f is defined as fx is equal to x plus 3 multiplied by 2 minus 5. If fa is 59, what is the value of a? Okay, so you see what I say, this value is just represent what is the value of variable. Okay, so fx is equal to x plus 3 multiplied by 2 minus 5. Now we are saying FA is 59. So what we are doing, we are putting a instead of x. So a plus 3 multiplied by 2 minus 5. Okay, then 59 is equal to 2a plus 6 minus 5. This is a. Okay, so now we see 2a plus 1 and 59. We take this minus 1 here, or you can say you can write 2a is equal to 58. Okay, we just subtract 1 in both sides because now we want to isolate a. So a is 58 divided by 2, which is equal to 2 and 9. So value of a is 29. Okay, nothing, not a big deal. It's just a simple question, and we are just putting the value of variable in the equation. Now, if you like this video, please click on the like button, subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon for more of this kind of updates. If you have any doubt, you can write that in comment, or we have a Facebook page. You can comment us over there. You can message us, and I will try to solve your queries and solve your question as soon as possible. Till then, study hard and enjoy your day. Bye bye.